Hello everyone and welcome back to more of the Labyrinth of Grisaia. In the last episode we met kind of a recruit. Not a very intelligent man, but he really tried to work hard for his mother who was sick. Unfortunately, he didn't have much in the way of skill. Unfortunately, we don't really know whatever happened to him once we stopped instructing him, but who knows, maybe we'll meet, some more down the line. That said, the following 2 weeks passed peacefully enough. We were technically in the second half of our training period, but unless there was an operation of some sort taking place, everyone could freely invite their family to the ship on Sundays and holidays. A battleship was a national asset, a massive floating fortress paid for entirely with taxpayer funds. If people wanted to take a look, it wouldn't do to completely refuse them. Except for classified areas, civilians were usually allowed to tour the ship. On this particular day, Danny's family was apparently coming for a visit. He'd woken up early, spent hours cleaning our living quarters, and was now pacing anxiously around the place in his neat ceremonial uniform. Every time the launch carrying visitors and supplies pulled up to the gangway, he'd get all fidgety, checking his hat and jacket in the mirror over and over. Aw, poor guy. I even saw him snap off a few smart salutes to nobody in particular. When I asked him who was coming, he said it was his mother and his younger sister. Danny had led a fairly wild and reckless life. The police had picked him up quite a few times, and he'd ended up in the courthouse more than once. It was pretty obvious how badly he wanted to show his family that he'd come up in the world. Eventually, the intercom speakers crackled to life and the words, "Visitors for PFC Daniel Bone, present yourself at the gangway ASAP," echoed across the room. Before the announcement was even over, Danny had rushed out of our quarters, banging his head on the watertight door as he went. Oh. I myself didn't have any family to invite over, so off days could be more than a little awkward when I wasn't given the option to go ashore. Fending off questions about why I never had any visitors was annoying, for one thing. And when I saw my comrades proudly giving tours of the ship to their visiting families, I'd grow irritated for reasons I couldn't even understand. At times like these, I'd always head somewhere I could be alone. There were countless places to hide on a ship as large as this one. Unfortunately, most of them tended to be on the gloomy side. That was a problem, since I always took a paperback book with me. My master had instructed me to read books in well-lit areas, as the sniper's eyes are their life, so I'd usually head for the smoking area out on the foredeck. Pausing near the top of the ramp leading out onto the deck, I reached into my pockets in search of my sunglasses, and found myself face to face with Miliela. I swear I'm never gonna get her name right. Hey, Miliela.
Jeannie, tobacco?
I don't smoke. You know I don't smoke, right?
そうだったね。
What's wrong? You seem kinda down. You're usually all chipper and annoying. What happened?
別になんでもないよ。
Oh, I should just leave it at that, but no, I have to know. Okay then. Slipping my Mowgli sunglasses onto my head, I started to walk off onto the foredeck.
ちょっとそうって女がね、なんか真剣な顔してね。どっからどう見てもなんかありそうな顔してるのに、無理してなんでもないって言ってるのに、そうってひどいよ、ジーニー。
Sorry, what? If there's something you want to say, just say it.
さ、ジーニーは家族とかっている？
They're all dead.
そうなんだ。
Really?
じゃあ、私と同じだね。
Ah, now I get it. She was probably here for the same reason I was. I didn't exactly envy my comrades, but their questions about my family always seemed vaguely condescending. Even though I knew they didn't mean anything by it, I'd get irritated despite myself. Since I didn't want to admit that I was childish enough to get pissed off over nothing, I ran and hid instead.
そういうことかって？
Like I said, it's the same for me. I know how you feel. Not having anybody.
別に逃げ回ってるわけじゃないよ。ただ、なんていうか、私。
I understand. You don't have to say it. Finishing that sentence would require admitting to something she didn't really want to acknowledge. The moment I came out into the open, it would be hard to keep quiet any longer. And that would only make it hurt more. I knew that from personal experience. Rather than allowing this to continue, I opted to change the subject entirely. Why don't you go do some independent training if you're bored? It feels like I haven't seen you shooting much lately.
ライフルはやめちゃった。で
Why? Don't you hear me? Why'd you quit?
ジーニーに負けちゃったしね。私より上手な人間がいるなら、その人に任せるのが一番いいかなって思って。狙撃兵が2人いらないじゃん。
Well, it's an interesting way to look at it. But I really don't think that's true.
あ、別にジーニーのせいでやめたってわけじゃないよ。むしろ逆っていうか、ずっとジーニーのそばにいられる仕事がしたいなって思ってさ。
I heard Genie a lot in there. Like what, a spotter?
それも考えたし、いいなって思ったんだけど、どうせならジーニーができない仕事がしたいよ。なんつうか、こう、俺これ苦手。そうだ、こんな時はミリーを呼ぼうって感じでさ。ジーニーは何か苦手なことってある？
Well, sure. I mean, I'm terrible at singing, for one thing.
私に歌手になれと？いや、なんか他には？
I have a hard time eating meat, I guess.
いや、そういうんじゃなくてさ、他には？
I can't kill people.
それだ。じゃあ私が代わりに殺してあげる。ジーニーの代わりに全部殺してあげる。いっぱい殺してあげる。どう？
No, it's a problem I have to overcome. I need to be able to do it myself. You can go to the bathroom in my place, but my bladder's not going to get any emptier, right?
そっか。
How about becoming a pilot or something? They get paid well, and I hear the food's damn good too.
私みたいなバカには無理じゃない？
Well, I'm sure it isn't impossible for someone who hides behind the word idiot like it's a shield. A long time ago, I used to believe I was a worthless coward who'd never be better than my sister at anything. I did, but that really wasn't anything other than an excuse. It's like my master always said, don't decide you can't do something until you've actually tried. Don't think up excuses before you try. People have their weak points, but if you go all out, nothing's downright impossible.
すげえ師匠だね。ちょっと羨ましい。
Trying to say your expectations too high. If you actually meet the woman, it's going to be one hell of a letdown.
女の人なんだ。
Yeah, and a lazy, arrogant bum to boot. She's so full of herself, it's ridiculous. When I asked if she could really do anything at all, she answered, "Who the hell do you think I am?" When you're face to face with a challenge, there's only two things you can do. You can give up and run, or work your ass off to overcome it. Giving up is easy, but it's also pathetic. Or so my master says. Struggling your way forward isn't always going to be pretty, but there's nothing shameful about it. She's the one who taught me that. So, even if she is an arrogant jerk, she's important to me. I can't really express this very well, but I think she's amazing.
そっか。じゃあさ、もし私がパイロットになったら、ジーニー、私のこともすげえって思う？
Yeah, pretty sure I would.
マジで？じゃあ、ちょっと私も本気ってやつを出してみよっかな。
Trying embarrassingly hard might be a nice change of pace once in a while, right? That wasn't playing fair. On some level, I understood that. I pushed this girl away, but she still hadn't given up. So now I was talking to her about another woman, trying to convince someone to give up on their own like this is the coward's way out. It's the method you use when you're afraid to hurt someone, and afraid of being hurt in return. And of course, if it actually works, you probably end up feeling a little sad, like the self-centered idiot that you are. Pretty common for life to be compared to a railway. Yep. In that case, I suppose people would be the trains that ride it. You move along steadily, pulling an ever-increasing load of freight behind you. Sometimes you're chugging up a steep slope, sometimes you're gliding effortlessly downhill, gathering momentum for the next challenge. I didn't expect things would be any different going forward. For a while, we'd been on a downhill stretch, growing used to a repetitive rhythms of military life, but then, just as our confidence was beginning to grow, our second-term postings were finally decided, and our deployment in actual combat began. Although our postings had been finalized, we apparently weren't important enough to even be informed where we'd be going. From that, it was easy enough to imagine that we'd be heading for a place where particularly confidential operations were underway. And judging from the rumors leaking out of the NCO room, Afghanistan seemed to be a likely possibility. As it loaded up with personnel, weapons, equipment, ammunition, and combat vehicles, the ship we'd be departing on sunk lower and lower into the water. The XO stood by as the cargo streamed on board, adjusting the ship's trim with a calculator in his hand. Watching out of the corners of our eyes, we found ourselves growing increasingly anxious about our unknown destination. This would be our first visit to an actual battlefield, our first taste of combat. It wasn't just training anymore, even a small mistake might cost us our lives. Even so, we tried our best to keep our nerves under control. Danny, for one, was relaxed enough to get caught pissing in the scupper by a first lieutenant. The ship we'd boarded had a crew of about 250, and it was carrying maybe 100 Marines for deployment. They told us we'd all be joining a mixed force that was being reorganized in the field, but when I looked around, my classmates Danny and Millie were the only familiar faces.
そういえばよ、俺らと同期で同じ小隊に配属される奴がもう一人この船に乗っているらしいぞ。
Daniel Bone was a man with a habit of causing trouble anywhere he went. That said, he also had an impressive ability to turn these incidents to his advantage, specifically by using them as a chance to meet people. He was a genuine extrovert, constantly making new buddies of all sorts under the most unexpected of circumstances. In fact, the rumor we were currently discussing had apparently came to him through the very officer who found him using the scupper as a urinal. Somehow or other, Danny always found the silver lining.
私らと同期って何班？名前は？
確か第3班つってたな。
Robert
名前は
Wilson.
ロバート・ウォルソン。聞いたことないか？
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
知らないな。
That's my line. Well, it's not that surprising if he was in a different squad, but what kind of person is he? Do you know?
俺も噂でしか聞いたことはないが、確か不死者のロビー、イモータルロビーという二つ名を持つ男だって聞いたぜ。
Well, I mean, that's someone we would want on our side, right?
イモータルか。なんだかすごそうなやつだな。
Yeah, well, they all died of bullet to the head, so what does it matter? Wasn't Squad 3 full of white-collar types? I think they mainly put guys with good academic results in that one.
確かにそうだ。だいたい俺は喧嘩が強そうなやつには片っ端から声をかけて、時にはぶっ飛ばして回ったもんだが、同期の中にそんなすげえやつがいたとは気がつかなかったぜ。
け、弱そうなやつだけ選んで喧嘩売ってたからじゃねえのかよ。
あ？もし俺が弱そうなやつばっか選んでたのなら、真っ先におめえに喧嘩売って。
Oh, guys. Just get married already.
あんだとこら、むくぞこの野郎。
Anyway, if he's on this boat with the same destination as us, can't we just look him up on our computer?
確か同じ居住区にパソコン持ち込んでるやつがいたよな。そいつに調べてもらおうぜ。
These days, the world was all about computers, you know. Prices of personal machines had fallen steadily in recent years, and the number of people who owned one was rising dramatically. Of course, that applied to the military as well. The Navy in particular seemed to attract an unusually high proportion of computer geeks. Every time you walked through a common space on an off day, you'd see plenty of people playing games on portable machines or home consoles. Hey Danny, Is there anyone else here who has a computer we could borrow? I don't want to touch this one.
そんなの関係ないよ。だって私こんなにお兄ちゃんのこと大好きなのにどうして分かってくれないの？
いや、分かってるさ。いい。僕だってずっと君のことラビニューだった。
Rabu? What is this garbage?
でも分かってほしい。僕はヘザーレイなんだ。
Bizarre?
実前は回避したいんだよ。
I feel like these are things I should know about, but I don't. Nor do I have the courage to look them up on the internet.
お兄ちゃん、全然分かってないよ。アイリは本気だよ。嘘じゃないもん。待ってて、今証拠を見せてあげる。
Man, if you guys could see my face right now, I tell you.
うさっぞー。確かにそいつは話が早いが、待ってくれ。おうシーッ。嘘だろ。せめてソックスは残してくれ。アリアンナース。
What the hell is this?
マジかよ、すげえ。こんなオープンな環境でヘッドホンもしないで音出しながら堂々と変態ゲームやってるやつ初めて見たぜ。
He has no shame.
つか、こいつは頭大丈夫なのか？さっきからずっと画面に向かって話しかけてんし。
Of course he's not alright. He has a Mac.
そもそも何を言ってるか全然わかんねえ。こいつは何語で話してるんだ？
Japanese maybe? Who knows? The first thing that came to mind when I heard G2 Mine was a next generation explosive device. But maybe he was just mangling the word Jitsumai or actual sister. I did not want to know that, okay? The little sister inside the game seemed to be named Ari, which he was mispronouncing as Eri. His eye was probably Hatari or spineless, and Ariane Naso would be what exactly? I was a little lost there myself.
まあいい。とりあえずおい。おいこれメガネ。お前だお前。返事しろ。つうかこっち向け。
Did you punch the guy? Was that really necessary? Oh, man. He's a tuna fish man guy, too.
へい、今なんで殴ったし。
画面の中の彼女とお楽しみのところ悪いが、ちょっとその自慢の PC で調べてほしいことがある。
へいへいへい。僕は今忙しいのが見てわからないのかい？他を渡りなよ、ダニーボーイ。
ぐだぐだ言ってねえでちゃちゃっとやればすぐに終わるし、用が済めば俺らも消える。これてもどうにもならねえことは軍で散々学んだろ。いいからやれよ。つうかお前、なんで俺の名前知ってんだよ。気持ち悪いやつだな。
ああ、くそめんどくさいな。少し待てし、今セーブする。
セーブするよ、お兄ちゃん。
Ugh.
Okay, see you. Hey, goodbye.
Okay, that was creepy. That was so creepy. We're gonna hear it again. We were gonna hear it again. Why does this not work? Interesting. The thing doesn't work. You're supposed to repeat the lines, but it does not do so. The game is broken.
で、この僕に何を調べろと？
イモータルロビーについてだ。この船に乗っているらしい。どんなやつなのか調べてくれ。
なんだバカバカしい。そんなことは本人に直接聞けよ。
No, we can't do that. We must look him up.
だから、その本人がどこにいるのか調べてくれって言ってんだよ。メガネぶっ壊すぞてめえ。
Oh man, wasn't it crazy that he was the guy? Oh man.
イモータルロビーってのはロバート・ウォルソンのことだろ？
ああ、そうだ。なんだお前、知り合いなのか？
知り合いも何も。ロバート・ウォルソンは僕だ。
You're shitting me. No, this isn't right. No.
何？
In that instant, a fearsome and muscular Iron Man known as the Immortal Robbie the very personification of the Marine Corps, died a tragic death within Danny's mind, as well as everyone else's, I'm sure. The Robbie before us was in fact the very picture of what Danny called a fucking four eyes. Huge metal braces glinted on his teeth as he smiled. On the whole, the man looked about as frail and gangly as they come. Overwhelmed by the devastating gap between his dreams and reality, Danny fell to his knees and took his head in his hands. It's okay, Danny. I understand. It's okay.
世界はこんなにも美しいというのに、現実ってやつはどうしてこんなにも残酷なんだよ、神様。
Danny, but it is in the cruelty of the world that we can see its true beauty. Or something like that. Sounds nice.
つっかさ、あんた本当にロビー？
You are not Robbie. This is a lie.
ああ、そうさ。ほら、笑った口元がメカニカルでロボっぽいだろ。だからロビーザロボットってわけでついたあだ名がロビーってわけさ。
Robbie, is that supposed to be like a pun of Rosie the robot from the Jetsons? Okay, so what about the immortal part? I don't get that.
それも簡単、答えはこれだ。
お兄ちゃん？
I don't want to know the answer to the question I just asked. And Eroji?
いかにも。
いかにもじゃねえよ。せめてもう少しセリフ選べよ、クソナード。前歯全部へし折るぞ、てめえ。
Sorry, I still don't get it.
僕の属性は妹萌えだからね。班内でゲームをしながら妹、妹万歳と叫んでいるうちに周囲の人間が妹を妹と聞き間違えた。それだけの話だ。
Oh, crap. I shouldn't even asked. This is so unbelievably stupid.
おいおいおいおい。つうことは何か？俺たちと同じ正体に配属されるのはお前ってことか？
いかにも。
Stop saying that.
ダメだ、イラつく。ねえ、ジーニー。こいつ殴っていい？
Yes, you may. No, you can't do that.
まあ、何にせよよろしくだね。僕はロバート・ウォルソン。ロビーでいいよ。
I don't want to call you Robbie.
あ、君たちの自己紹介はいらないよ。もう調べてあるからね。
Stalking us, dude? Robert Wilson. Robert Wilson. Robert Wilson. Above all else, he was a devoted Japanimation otaku and lover of hentai games. When it came to otaku culture, his passion was second to none. While his favorite anime was Pretty Soldier Saber Moon, he was also deeply knowledgeable about retro animation and live-action superheroes in general. The very picture of a nerd, in other words. In cases like this, you might expect to hear some story about how the guy had got caught snooping around the CIA's computer network or something. But that would be way too cool for somebody like Robert Wilson. Robbie simply refused to go to school, locking himself in his room to play games all day long. His old man, the owner of a butcher shop, eventually lost patience and physically knocked him into enlistment. Back when he was in training squad, he'd earned countless sadistic assessments from instructors and fellow students alike. Gross. Kinda pisses me off. I want to punch him every time I see him. And by far the most annoying thing about him was...
Hey, Yuzuri!
Oh no. Oh no, we're not doing that. Alrighty guys. That'll be it for this episode. I'll see you all next time on more of the Labyrinth of Grisaia and the immortal Robbie Wilson. Take it easy.